He threw me in jail once.
Well, now, maybe that wasn't such a good idea, huh?
Well, that was back when Dan Monroe was Marshal Dan at Fantasy Island, a job he held for 30 years.
I have hundreds of hours of videos, and every show was cataloged, and hundreds of thousands of pictures.
All those shootouts and encounters between Black Bart and Marshal Dan were preserved.
So I spent about 3 months now putting together 11 classic shows, saloon shows, shootouts, haunted shootouts, puppet shows, of fan favorites, crowd favorites, some of the cast's favorites.
And that DVD will be available very soon.
Yeehaw!
When Dan launched the Fantasy Island Memories Facebook page a couple years ago, he discovered there are a lot of Fantasy Island fans.
Yeah, it's crazy. It went from a few hundred to a few thousand in a day.
Dan took off the badge, but wears a lot of other hats these days. He teaches guitar, piano, and voice, and works with his wife, Debbie, at Bellow Studios.
I do all the Russ Salvatore TV commercials.
That's right, those wacky, fun Russell Steakhouse commercials are produced by Dan Monroe.
I'm Russ Salvatore. I'm here to rescue you.
It's about time. I'm starving.
Dan has done over 100 of those spots. Many are now packaged up on DVDs that Russell Salvatore gives away to guests.
90 years old. There's nothing the guy won't do.
Dan's office, affectionately called the Dan Monroe Museum, is jam-packed with his collection of Star Wars memorabilia and other things, including lots of robots.
Dan has been a fan of robots since he was a kid. That's how he ended up building this guy.
It's a replica of the robot from the original Lost in Space TV show.
I built this about 25 years ago. These are all cast from original parts of the original robot.
He also has a life-size Darth Vader.
Exactly my height, and he's a costume, and I can wear him.
Dan Monroe preserving and sharing those fun Fantasy Island childhood memories.
I never wanted to work a 9-to-5 job, and I haven't since I was 18, and I'm just the luckiest 12-year-old in the world.
Mike Randall, 7 News, Orchard Park.